What's up, YouTube? Better, I guess this is the best way to rein in the new year by and the new format is showing you the updates to my Harpie Goon deck. Um, get into it. I'll start off with the Dragunity part of the deck, and we'll just move on from there. Um, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, Boss Monster, Monster Reborn, or Special Summon from hand. Yeah, if you're a Dragunity player, you know what this card does for the deck. So for any dragon deck. One Dragon Ruler Tempest, because it's Tempest, makes half your deck searchable. Not half, but a lot of the dragons searchable. Um, one Armored Messeltane, uh, just because when you add him to your hand or you get him to your hand and you start doing through the loops, you can it gives you extra special summons, which locks down your opponent a lot more. I would like to run two, but he's just a bad top deck. You want to get him to your hand only when you need him. Um, three Dukes, because it's Dukes, main engine. I don't run Legionnaire in this build. If you saw my last build, and it's mainly because the Harpie aspect of the entire deck is gonna remove back row, so you don't really care. Um, Garuda, the Wind Spirit, it just gives you an extra special summon when you banish for Tempest. It gets you an add, so you can add your dragons and go through a lot of shenanigans. And not only that, with Harpies, there's always wins in your deck, and it just removes stuff, and you get fours. You get level 4 plays out a lot more, rank 4 plays out a lot, which make or break the game. One Zephyros, just amazing for the deck. Helps with loops. Keeps it so your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon isn't gonna have 0 attack, 0 defense. I took Gale out of the build. I don't run sevens uh, in the extra deck anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. Double Phalanx, can't fit 3. 2 does the job. Um, just that's all I can say. I don't run cards of consonants. There's no you know, and I wouldn't run it unless I ran more tuners, and it's just perfect at 2. Um, and that's it for the Dragunity part of the deck. Um, So for the Dragunity count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Dragunity based cards, and this is kind of a tech I'm trying out. Because whenever you Swallow's Nest, you go for him, and you don't have to worry about climbing into 8s. You just get into a quick 8. Plus, if they put up a wall and you can don't mind taking the damage, you attack and it bounces back to the hand. 1700 beater tuner. So I've been looking at a lot of Harpie decks, and there's at least 2 people that are trying this out. At some of them are even trying it at 3. So um, 2 queens. I know a lot of people are thinking, well, why don't you just run a 3rd queen? It's because you don't need it. 2 searchers, and 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna drop this for it. And I know it's a big beater and everything, but I'm trying to use more of the tuning engine, and tuners right now are a lot better than summoning a big beater level 4. Um, and then the main engine of the deck is Chandler. Just um, with if you've seen a lot of the combos, you go through her plays, and then you clear out up to 2 cards. Maybe even 3 if you really get a good hand, and then after that you proceed to do your Dragunity plays, and it's just amazing. Um, and then Dancer, the only reason why the deck even works together, it gives you an extra normal summon so that you can do shenanigans the before you start doing Dragunity plays, and just it's a good marriage. That's pretty much all I can say. Um, and then I don't want to run it, but the Summoner Monks. Right now I'm running that build because I'm waiting for my new tech cards to come in the mail. They're really cheap, but I might end up sticking with it. The thing I don't like about it, I know it gets rid of Harpie Hysteric Sign, I know it gets rid of hysteric sign and everything, but and helps you get the plays off, but it just puts too much monsters. I mean, it's a good card. It's good. It's just I'm testing out other things before I stick with it, but I'm actually liking the build right now. It's a good replacement for Dragon's Ravine. And then for the field spells, you run 3 of the Harpie Hunting Ground because it's a continuous MST that just rocks opponents. I mean, Mermail players are just they just hate it. Oh, before I move on to any more spells, for the monster count with the Harpie engine, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 and 10. So 20 monsters total that take up the engine of that. Now these are so 3 of those. If I can run 4, which the tech card is basically running 4, so up to 5 even. So this is probably the best card in the deck. You know, as far as spell cards, this is just a broken card. And then to round up the field spells, we run the 1 Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. I really hate that they put it down to 3. I mean, put it down from 3. You know, I could have dealt with 2, but I was really banking on this card not being hit so that I can keep, so I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, not drawing it, because this was going to replace Dragon's Ravine without even caring. So it's kind of annoying that they hit that card. And then the Super Adder card. I mean, a lot of people bitch about this. They wanted this hit. It is, I wouldn't say the best card in the deck, because you can, I mean, it's the most plus that you can do, but this card right here makes this happen. So it's amazing. If you haven't noticed, I don't run an Elegant Egotist, because I don't run Harpie Lady number 1 or 2s or Cyber Harpie Ladies. Just don't have the room, and I don't really think I'd run it if I. Only thing I run it. The only reason why I'd even run it if I was just going for a straight up Harpie deck, but it's not my style. Swallow's Nest, I run 3 still. It helps cycle through, helps get your plays off. Plus, it's your MSTs. It thins your deck by 1. When you have a Harpie Hunting Ground on the field, it's just 3 MSTs, and it's reactive. So whenever they try to bottomless or compulse or do anything to your cards, you go, okay, well, I'm just gonna activate this and blow up another card. So I would always run it at 3. Run 2 Lance for protection. 1 Foolish because Ravine's gone. 1 Dark Hole. Triple because this wins games. You know, anyone that's played Black Wings or Harpies before knows that it's good. I forgot to go with the spells. For the spell lineup, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 spell cards, just so you know. And then continuing the traps, I run double Magical Hat. I know that what I usually pull out is like the Foolish Burial or Swallow's Nest or something. There's a lot of cards that you can deal without. Um, you know, so this is probably the best trap in the deck. You know, this is this stops plays, this makes plays happen. Plus, if you're really low on life points and you have a face-up monster on the field, you just flip it down, and even if Christiar or whoever's on the field, you get to place 2 monsters in the play, 2 cards in the play that become normal monsters, and then they just get destroyed at the end of the battle phase. Awesome, like makes the deck work so much faster. And then I only run 1 because I can't fit anymore, and then 1 compulse. I'm running out of time, so I got to go through this fast. Abyss Dweller, 2 Chidoris, 1 Ice for, and then Master Key Beetle. Whenever the big eye comes out, I'll get my replacement. And then, you know, for my 6s, it's pretty standard Dragunity. Only run 2. This is a broken card. This is your Dragon's Ravine. Stardust is amazing. Scrap Dragon's amazing, and this shuts down big plays. So that's all the time I have, guys. I'll see you next time.